Hey everybody, Mr. Covey here, and hopefully you tried some of these problems with your group. And I kind of just wanted to go over it and make sure we remembered a few kind of key exponent rules from your Algebra 1 days. Cool. So I'm going to kind of go through this quick, assuming that you already did some of this with your group, okay? So you guys know what 3 to the 5th means. It means you have 5 3s, all multiplied by each other. 3 to the 4th, same thing, okay? Except for there's 4 of them. If you think about putting those next to each other, 3 to the 4th times 3 to the 5th, how many 3s you got? You got 9 of them, okay? That should remind you about this exponent rule, which says if you're multiplying two things that have the same base, they both got to have the same base, they both got to be 3 to something, for instance, then when you push them together, the new exponent, where did that 9 come from? It came from 4 plus 5. Not 4 times 5. Okay, you didn't get 20 3s, you got 9 3s. Okay, so the rule is when you're multiplying two things with the same base, you add the exponents. Okay, this is a rule I'd like you to know. If you're like, that looks really unfamiliar, you guys kind of know this, I think. Okay, here's the rule with x's, which might look more familiar. You got an x to the 5th times an x squared. It's not x to the 10th, it's x to the 7th. Why? Because what we just said, you got 5 x's, you got 2 more x's, you get 7 x's. Yeah? Cool. Going down here, which one of these is equivalent to this? It's this one, because you add the exponents. Okay? Cool. Similarly here, hopefully you went through this process. If you haven't yet, you could always pause and try it now that I did the first one with you. Hopefully that will get you to remember, 4 to the 7th over 4 to the 5th isn't 4 to the 7/5. It's 4 squared. What do you do with the exponents? You subtract them. Okay? Again, that just makes sense when you think about it numerically. If you have 7 4s, 5, 6, 7, and you put it over 5 4s, well then you got a bunch of canceling, and you're left with 2 4s. You're left with 4 squared. Cool. Again, if this looks unfamiliar, probably saw it looking like this. What's x to the 5th divided by x squared? It's x to the 3rd. This new unit is going to have exponents in it. I want you guys to remember those 2 core exponent rules. Cool. So for this question, which of these is equivalent to x to the 3rd or x to the 7th over x to the 3rd? Well, you'd subtract the exponents, and so it'd be x to the 4th. Cool. This last one's a little bit weird. Okay. If you look at the pattern here, as the exponents go down 1, what's happening to these numbers? You're dividing by 2. So as the exponents go down 1, you're dividing by 2. If you continue that pattern, exponents are going down 1, exponents are going down 1. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. It's a half. What's a half? What's half of a half? What's a half divided by 2? A quarter. What's half of a quarter? What's a quarter divided into? It's an eighth. Okay. What is the rule? Well, why would 2 to the negative 3rd be 1/8? 2 to the negative 3rd is 1/8? Oh, yeah. Well, 2 to the 3rd is 2 times 2 times 2. That's 8. Oh, so a negative exponent flips it to the denominator. That's the rule. 2 to the 3rd is 8, so 2 to the negative 3rd is 1/8. What's 2 to the negative 2nd? It's 1/2 to the 2nd, so it's 1/4. So negative exponents flip it to the denominator. So what's a to the negative n? It's 1/a to the n. Flips it to the denominator and makes it a positive exponent. Cool. What I would like you to do is write some detailed notes here so that you're going to remember this, okay? I would like you to write something about how to remember this problem. Write more than just the answer. I want you to write something about how to remember this problem. Write more than just the answer. I want you to remember how to do something like this. Write more than just the answer, okay? Take a minute. I'm going to give you a minute now. Write both the answer, but also summarize the rule for yourself so that you're going to remember those rules. Take a minute and actually do that. Actually do that. Here are the answers, just to make sure you're remembering the rules right. Write something down here. It's going to help you remember these. You need to know these moving forward in this unit. Cool? Okay. The last thing I need you to do today is to do a little exit slip. That is, the sub will hand out to you. You're going to hand it back into her. It is not going to be graded for, or, it's not going to be graded for points or anything like that. I just want to kind of see where you guys are at with these. So do your best on it, but I'm kind of just like gauging where you're at, seeing if we need to practice these exponent rules more. Cool? But give it your best shot. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll be back on Monday.